Hello and welcome to my channel, everyone. It is your girl Cassandra Olivia. If you are new, welcome and make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you are not new, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. And without further ado, these mannequin tutorials, I'm telling y'all, about to be coming back to back. So please make sure you show some love for this new series on my channel. Not really a series, but I want to start doing more mannequins for anybody that's in cosmetology school or wants to learn how to do hair, any hair enthusiasts. So today I'm literally just going to do a freestyle color and cut. Got a lot of new goodies for Christmas. My mom got me a $100 Cosmoprof gift card, and then my sister got me this coup board I wanted. So I decided to go in and purchase some new products, which is the Magma, the Magma by Wella. And I also am going in with the coup board. I'm also trying a couple different techniques. I've never used a balayage board, so this is literally my first time. And with anything, I don't ever want to try it for the first time on a paying client. So I'm going to practice this on a mannequin until I feel comfortable. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going in with the Wella Magma. And I'm also, I'm lying. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Let me start over. I'm going in with my mannequin. She's a natural level about 2 or 3, which is like a very dark brown. So I'm going in with 7.3G by Rusk with a 30/40 volume. What volume was this? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I had to double check because the video had already started and I was trying to do this without even looking and I completely forgot what I did. So I actually went in with my Schwarzkopf developer with the Rusk hair color, which is a cream-based hair color. And to be honest, I would not recommend mixing these two together. For some reason, the Schwarzkopf was not really messing with the Rusk like that. So it came out kind of like cottage cheese a little bit. And I had to really keep adding a lot of that developer to make it like a nice consistency. But the more developer I added, the thicker it got. I don't know how to describe it. So I literally just used this because I mixed it like this. And I was actually out of the Rusk at my house. I left it at the salon suite, which is why I opted to use the Schwarzkopf. But I will literally never do this combination again. So it's a lot of firsts in this video. But what I wanted to do was create like a bump of her natural level because she's very dark. And I knew that I was having the balayage board coming because I asked for it. And I don't really be asking for much. It was like $20. So I'm like, somebody's want to get it for me. So thank you, Courtney. And I just wanted to go ahead and practice with that. So it's a lot of like new things going on in this video, which is why I'm kind of all over the place. But again, whenever I try something new for the first time, I prefer to try it on a mannequin or myself because I don't want to just freestyle and just wing it on a client. I never want to do that. I want to be as professional as possible. So I am, again, taking more color classes and everything because, again, we're all learning. I feel as though when you're a cosmetologist, you're continually learning. So don't just go to school and figure like, okay, I only need the basics. You want to continue furthering your education, if I can speak. So every year I do at least 4 to 5 classes. I've done celebrity hairstylist classes. I've done celebrity makeup artist classes. I've traveled. I've taken online classes. I've done in-person classes. I've done hair shows. I've literally tried to do as many things as I can, which I honestly feel like is not enough at sometimes. I can do more, definitely. But I still try to make sure I stay updated throughout the year with new techniques. So that way when a client comes and requests something, you are up to speed, okay? You don't want to be that hairstylist that's still doing things from 50 years ago. Like, you want to always evolve, okay? So with that being said, this part is going to be, this video is only 25 minutes long. This whole entire process, start to finish, I did a lift of the color with the 7.3G, which is going to be like a brownish shade you guys will see. I also went in with some lightener in the Wella, which is going to be towards the end. Then after that, I had to just let it develop and process. And then once I was done that, I did blow dry the hair, let it air dry. I pressed it out. I cut it. I actually recorded a actual haircut for you guys. I recorded one of my favorite haircuts, which is a bob with some elevation in the back. And I also added some layers in the front. So if you guys want to see that, I'm going to put that in a separate video only because I did not want this video to be like 40 minutes long. And for the haircut, it's going to be real time. I'm not going to speed it up. If I do, it's just going to be ever so slightly, okay? So please drop a comment down below if you want to see that. I told you guys I've been sitting home for the last 2 weeks with my children. They've been off because of, winter break. And I just want to make sure that I'm coming to you guys with enough content, okay? So here again, I just sectioned the hair already in 4 sections. I'm going in with my Framar, their limited edition Balayage foils, which are actually like this pinkish color and a navy blue, and they actually match my suite perfectly. So I thought these foils were the shit. Like, to be completely honest, I'm like, I've never seen foils that match my suite. If you guys follow me on Instagram or on here, you know my suite is like a mauve pink and navy blue theme with hints of silver. And when I saw these foils, I was just like, yo, these were made for me, okay? So I'm going in and I'm using foils because, as you can see, the natural level is about a 2/1, I'll say. And when it's this dark, whenever you try to like lighten it, it's just very contrasty, and I don't want to have super high contrast with this. I still want it to look kind of believable and natural, which is why I'm lifting the color up. And to be completely honest with you guys, I've had like a couple colors that I purchased this year that I have not used. So since it's becoming like towards the end of the year, I'm just going in with a couple of my overflow colors, or the ones that I opened and just never got back around to using because I've been purchasing so much. And I'm just making sure that I use them. So what better way to use them than on my mannequin? I always refresh my products. I don't like to use stuff that's outdated or old. So if I see something's getting ready to expire or it's just been in my inventory for a while, I just rather use it on a mannequin and play around with it. I don't want to run the risk of it oxidizing or something happening to where it ends up looking crazy because it's just an old funky hair color. So I'm just using this 7.3G, not for any particular reason, only because it literally was one of the colors that was just kind of sitting in my inventory for like the last 3-4 months. And I've just been looking at this same bottle of color and I was like, let me use it. So I'm going to apply this all over. I'm just showing you guys this one section first, and then I'm going to cut through the other sections because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But all I'm going to do is just do each section at a time. You guys know how I work. I always work in this corner, back right, back left, then top left, and then top right. I had to think about it. I'm like, wait, what side is this? Okay. So I like to work in like a clockwise type of situation, but I always start in the very back corner and just work my way around. So again, the reason why I'm doing this with the foils as well is because if I were to just to put this 7.3G color on all over, it might not lift as much as I want it to lift. And to be honest, I've never tried this color with foils. I've tried a couple other colors with foils, but I've never tried this particular one. So I just wanted to see how high I can get this color lift just with foils, no lightener. This service would be ideal for a client that does not want to use bleach per se, but you can get a pretty heavy, like a pretty nice lift just using foils. So that's kind of a hack. I do a lot of natural hair, you guys know that. So if I have a client particularly who comes in and says, hey, I don't want bleach in my hair, I prefer not to use bleach, can we go another route? This is the route I would take if I need a higher lift, okay? Another thing I want to mention, I'm going to be, as you can see, I'm leaving about like a 1/4 inch of the hair away from the root, and then I'm just doing the foils. Once I'm done applying all of my foils, I am going to go back and hit the roots. Whenever you do a client in real life, you want to make sure that you do the roots last. And I'm doing the mannequin last just so that way if anybody's watching this and they're not quite sure, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. I do have followers and subscribers from other countries. I just want you to see what I'm doing. I want you to see that I'm always going in about 1 inch or so away from the root, and you save the roots for last. The reason being is because you can get hot roots. Now, in this instance, I could technically have applied this all over the hair, wouldn't have made a difference because this is a mannequin. So that means that there's no heat coming from the scalp, which is not going to cause it to process any faster or slower. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to stay even throughout the whole entire head because this is not a real live person. But on a real person, you want to make sure that you do the roots last just because the heat from your scalp will cause the color to process extremely fast or faster than the rest of your color. And a lot of stylists, when they first start out, they think, okay, I'm gonna put this color all over. What do we want to do? Root to tip, right? But no, when you put it on the root first, let's say for instance, I put blonde on a root to tip, your roots will be platinum and your ends will still be like a yellowy level 8, level 7. So you just want to make sure that you do the ends first and you do the roots last. I can't say this enough. I just want to make sure that nobody does this. I follow so many hairstylists that still do this, and it bothers my soul when I see people applying color at the roots first. This is only okay if it's like a black or a brown or like, you know, you're doing a touch up. That's completely different. But if it's a virgin hair color and all over, always start at the mid shaft to ends and do the roots last, okay? So I'm going to let these last couple sections play out. I just want to show you guys how I'm putting these foils in, explain what I'm doing thoroughly. You guys know I want to start specializing in color. I already do, but I just want to take my skills up a notch. So why not practice, okay? Practice makes perfect. I'm not above doing a mannequin. I'm not above practicing on my family members. None of that. Like, I'm a master stylist, but I want to continue to grow and get better. So speaking of, this is completely off topic. I had a client of mine She's in cosmetology school now. She told me that I guess some of the girls that are in there have had salons or own salons, but they're not licensed. And they were telling like the instructor that they weren't doing mannequins because they've had a salon for so long. Like, girl, we all start somewhere. I feel like that's so weird because it's like we all can learn from each other and nobody's better than anybody. Okay, I'm very humble. I'm not above working on a mannequin, but I know there are some stylists that are like, no, I've been doing this for years. I don't need to play on a mannequin. Girl, I will grab me a mannequin so quick because at the end of the day, it's me practicing. This is how I do classes. A lot of people do courses like this. And for one, like, it's fun. I really love what I do. So again, I'm going to apply these couple sections and I'll be back in just a few. Thank you for listening to me rant for this whole 10 minutes and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Boo, I'm back. No, I'm just kidding. So another thing that you just want to do, I'm literally just following the same thing in all 4 sections. There's nothing super intricate, guys. I promise you I'm not trying to like swindle you. I just don't want to bore you guys to death. So when you're applying color, just want to make sure that you take your time and you mentally prepare yourself. So typically what I do is, I know this will probably take me about 2 to 3 hours. So I mentally prepare for 4. And then if it takes less than that, that's fine. Not all hair colors take that amount of time. Some take less, some take more, but that's the general idea. Just a mindset. I don't like to rush through color. I really like to take my time, and that's that. And I like to just have fun. So this video is all about having fun and being creative and me just trying a ton of new items, new products, new techniques. I'm literally just throwing everything in the kitchen sink right now and just seeing what the hell will work. Okay, so the hair color, I feel like it came out okay. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, you'll see at the end. I feel like it was like a 5 out of 10. I could have finessed it with the haircut, definitely did, but was it super blended? Absolutely not. Can I do better? Absolutely. So I'm going to literally go back in next week and do the same exact thing, take bigger sections and just refine things that I didn't like. And this is how I get better, okay? So I'm not above like being blunt with myself. If something looks weird, I'm going to be honest with myself. And I might not think it looks weird. I might think it looks cute. But you guys as my subscribers, and I also feel like the tribe we've built, y'all are really blunt. So if something looks crazy, y'all will let me know. And I appreciate that too. I'm not above like constructive criticism because that's all how we get better. So now you just see me going in. I'm applying that same exact mixture, the 7.3G with the 30 volume by Schwarzkopf, which I will never mix again. I will definitely make sure I use the Rusk brand with the Rusk developer and all of that because what the hell. But anyway, I'm just applying this all over the roots. And then I'm going to let this process for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'm going to rinse it out and you'll see how it looks. For some reason, my lighting was being a little off today. I don't know if it's because I started like around lunchtime and then it kind of got gloomy out. So my video, like the first part of it is super bright and then the middle was like a little dim and then the end was like normal. I do apologize for that. I'm recording from home and I'm just getting used to like the natural lighting coming through. We have a lot of natural light downstairs. I'm actually convinced my husband to paint a wall in the house pink to match my suite, which is what you see behind you. This is actually in the kitchen, guys. So Thank you, husband. I appreciate you too. And yeah, I apologize for the lighting. I'm really just trying to work on that. So I'm just applying this all over the roots, and then I'm going to rinse this out, and I'll show you guys me pulling the foils. I'm weird. I like watching hair trims and foil pulls and people do toner and things like that. So I figured I'll just leave it in and just speed it up just a tiny bit. So this is once it's all done processing. I took the very back section that I started with first because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to fall out, because it was on there longer. And off camera, I did spray that section with some water because I didn't want it to process too much. So this is what I mean by the lighting. You see how the hair color looks a little bit dark here, but then you'll see in the next clip how it truly looks. So these are the new products I'm going in with. The 89 Magma by Wella. I'm also going in with the Wella, what is this? Perfect Developer in 30 volume. I think that's what that said. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm going to drop it in the description. And then I'm also going in with my Q board, I think that's how you say it. Thank you again, Courtney. And she got me the whole entire kit. So it came with a long board, a short board, as well as, I think, a comb, some color brushes, and things like that. So this is a completely freestyle style, guys, okay? So I didn't know what I was going to do. I just looked at the mannequin. I was like, I just want to try something different. So I created these 3 triangle parts in the front. Then I'm going to take a section around the nape of the back of the hairline. And then I'm going to section that middle part at the top. I don't know how to describe this. Just watch. I'm literally just going in and freestyle. Again, it's my first time ever. I know I'm real basic. I've never used a balayage board, guys. First time, okay? So y'all gonna see what the first time look like on here. You're catching it right now. I do want to mention that with this lightener and stuff, I know typically when you do balayage, a lot of people like to use clay. I have tried clay lightener before. I personally didn't like it, so I was watching a hair tutorial and the lady said use regular lightener. What I failed to do though was mix it like a clay consistency. I made this lightener way too watery, and I actually don't even make my normal lightener this watery. I think I was just so excited to use this product that I OD'd on it, and then by the time I realized I OD'd, it was just too late, so I had to commit. Okay, so I know this is going to be super light. It's going to pull super light towards the end because it's going to bleed through, because it's super liquidy. Okay, so I did try to go in and shake some more Magma in there. I didn't realize that I had purchased 3 different kinds and I had them in the same box or in the same area. So when I went to go pour in some more of the Magma, the 89, I poured in 44 on accident, which is that reddish color pink that you see. And then I had to scoop it out and then pour a little bit. It was a whole thing. So if you see red in my bowl, that's why. So here I am, just freestyling. I'm using the board. I'm trying to tease it, feather it. I'm doing a combination of everything. I don't know if I'm foliaging right now. I don't know if I'm balayaging. I don't know if I'm freestyling. I don't know if I don't know what the heck I'm doing, to be honest. I'm literally just trying to do everything at once and see how it comes out. Again, no method to my madness. I just wanted to have fun and see what the heck I could create on my first time ever trying this board. So I was super hyped, and I was thinking to myself, okay, if I go in the back and create a little bit of baby light effect, when they pull it up, it'll look cute, but then connect that to the front, but then make sure the middle looks nice, but then I got to blend the middle top. My whole thought process during this process, this is literally how I think, was all over the place. But in my mind, I was thinking of ways to oh my God, how do I blend this? How do I make this look right? Did I do too much? Did I not take big enough sections? Were they too big? Were they too small? Next time, I'm definitely going to take bigger sections. I was trying to go for a balayage vibe, I guess, because this is a balayage board, but I don't know what I did. So if y'all could tell me the technique I used, or if I just made up my whole own technique just now, please comment down below. Or if I've used several techniques. I think I was balayaging and kind of highlighting, but I'm not sure. So I hope you guys just enjoy this section. I'm done for right now. It's literally 10:30 at night, and I'm just now getting this voiceover done. I edited this video this morning, but I've had a fun day with my husband and the kids. We just got off the game playing Among Us. We were having so much fun. And yeah, so I was just enjoying my day with my family. So now I'm back on here ready to get this video up. So I'm just going to show you guys a video how I applied this. It's not super detailed. I'm not going to show everything because, again, this whole entire video took about, what was it? The whole entire video took about maybe 4.5 hours start to finish. And I just didn't want to bore you guys with a super long video. So I just put the parts in that I thought were important. I didn't do nothing too intricate. I just went in. I even got cotton. I never use cotton when I do color, but I see people using that. So I said, let me get some cotton. I literally tried so many things in this video, guys. Ridiculous, I know. But that's just me. When I want to do something, I just go all in. So I'm just going to finish, like, I guess hand painting. I try to switch back to the regular balayage towards the front because I'm like, the board is cool, but it's really weird to, I guess, try to get used to if you're not used to it. So it took a minute for me to like get comfortable with holding it and then painting with it and then removing it. So I was just like, you know what, let me just do what I kind of know how to do in the front so that way it doesn't look too crazy. So that's why you see me switching to this method now. And I will go back and use the board as well. But again, nothing super intricate. I literally just threw this in here how I felt. I just did what my heart told me to do. There's really no method to explain this. When you're a stylist, sometimes you just freestyle and you just go in with any profession, you know, you just do your creative thing. So I'm going to finish applying this and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Look at me trying to act like I'm really being professional. So I went over here and put some saran wrap on here thinking this was going to do something. But I already knew it was too far going because I saw how blonde it was getting. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to bleed through. Which is not really going to cause a balayage because it's not going to be dark underneath because it's going to bleed. So I don't know what this was that I did. But it was okay. It was okay. Definitely going to try a completely different technique. I have 5 more mannequins and they're lined up ready to go. So this is how it came out. Not too shabby. Not too blended either. Like the front is giving a lot more depth on one side than the other. I don't know. I honestly went in with 2 techniques on one side. So this side was really cute. But I promise you, if somebody did my hair like this in real life, I probably would have fought them. Like, no cap. Because what the hell? No, I'm just kidding. It's okay, but it's just not my fave. But I mean, it's okay. You get what I'm saying? It's not horrible. It's not the worst color I've seen, but it's not my best. So then I decided to go in and cut a bob for you guys. I did a 25-minute tutorial on how to cut a bob with layers and how to style it different ways. And then I also just pressed this out with my flat iron. So if you want to see that, please drop a comment. Thank you for listening to me rant and watching my content and my videos. And if you want to see more mannequin transformations, please comment down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please drop a comment if you would like to see the haircut. And I will have that video coming soon. I hope everybody has a wonderful and productive evening. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.